Race number 8, and we've got a last start winner at the top of the book for this. It is a 1650 metre Class 4. That last start winner is Packing Famous. He carries an extra £6. Big 2, wide draw again. He's been back to the trials since his last start second. He's actually trialled up with Charizard, who goes around in this race as well. Wind Charm couldn't back up that long odd second 2 runs ago with a down-the-track performance last time. Blissful Star up in trip and a surface switch. Dragon Pride carries an extra £6 for his last start win. Lucky Missile, he carries an extra 4 for his last start win. Jolly Honour, both wins have been course and distance. He too has been back to the trial since his last start. And amazing news, Tom, he raced on Saturday in a Class 5 and ran second.
Yeah, so he's back up into a Class 4 here. A Lucky Missile dictated and had no pressure at all last start. Paul, a faithful Trinity, he likes to be handy as well. What about Wind Charm? He was good 2 back, but was poor on that yielding track last start.
Yeah, so it might be an excuse there, but look, from barrier 12, I think he's going to be trapped wide. Like Jolly Honour might be able to get some cover in behind. Packing Famous, he comes back in trip from 1800, and other Big 2 and Bulletproof, I think he'll go back towards the red.
We'll see that pair in just a moment. They're in replay number 2, but we start, Paul, with a last start winner, Packing Famous. Took him 8 starts to win his first race in Hong Kong. £133 this week. Can he go on with it? Look,
I've got him in because I thought it was a nice enough win. But look, there's a couple of things here. He's back in trip now, isn't he? He's back to the 1650. This was over the 1800. And he beat King Dragon. I think this is a little bit tougher for him, but he did win nice enough and he stretched out well at the end.
And he'd been building to that win too at Packing Famous, had a good run on the fence, was able to stay there, shot up the inside. The form, admittedly, has been franked out of that race with Perfect Merrynold at any old price over the weekend, but he's not quite going to get the same run there, I feel, as he did there.
All right, Tom, what about Big 2 and Bulletproof? They're in the next replay. Now, this race was over the distance of, for Big 2, 1650 metres, and Bulletproof, he won 2 starts ago and then just struggled a bit with the £131 following.
Yeah, he was wide throughout at the rear last start, Big 2, and made some good ground out wide. It was close up, has trialled well since with Zach Purton, so I think he's one of the main protagonists. And Bulletproof was scratched from a trial last week at Sha Tin, but he's another one that's always there or thereabouts, Paul.
Yeah, definitely Big 2 goes in. Yeah, I'm just a little bit worried about that scratching or that trial with Bulletproof, so I'm happy just to watch him in this.
This horse is low-flying, Paul. Dragon Pride at his name, and Benno Jung's got him charging. He carries £120 this week. He's won 4 from his last 5 and ran second in the other one.
Yeah, look, how well is this horse going? So he's done a great job, Benno, with him, and every time you think he's got to his mark, he comes out and wins again. So, look, I've got him in. I haven't got him in on top, but I still think he'll run well.
Taken him from a rating of 22 up to a 47. He's won at 1.8 this season, so he's going great guns at the moment. But look, I want to see him do it this time round. It's getting increasingly harder for him.
It sure is. It's a pretty open race, this one, Paul. So who'd you settle on?
Yeah, well, I'm going to go with the 6, which we haven't talked about. He's stepping up in trip. A horse called Blissful Star. He's by power, so that 1650 should be ideal. He'd been consistent with his 5 starts without winning. So, look, he's. I'm going to put him on top. He should be a decent price. He's come up at 12s already at the moment. Packing Famous, coming back in trip. Then Dragon Pride, as Tom says, he's getting harder as he gets through the grades again. And then Big 2 for 4th, so 6, 1, 7 and 4.
4, 1, 2 and 5. I'll settle with Big 2, a runner-up in his last couple. He's knocking on the door. Zach Purton jumps on board after a recent trial. Packing Famous certainly goes in number 1. Bulletproof for Vincent Ho and Ricky, who gets his chance. And Wind Charm, I don't think that run 2 back was a fluke, just may have been tripped up by the yielding track last start behind Lucky Missile. 4, 1, 2 and 5.
And it is Big 2, the on top for favourite punters as well, because he's come up at 3.5 to win race number 8.